Howdy everyone, and welcome to the update for today. It was Wednesday, the 5th of August, 2026. So today was the day. For weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, I've been talking about in these various videos, this furniture moving thing, where, essentially I was going to be inheriting, a bunch of furniture from my parents' house prior to Mom's moving to her extended family in Alaska. And that's what happens, by the way, when you step on the cord for your little light in the middle of filming a video. Anyway, and so, it was honestly kind of weird waking up knowing that, this is probably going to be the very last time that I ever wake up at Mom and Dad's house. And of course, I had already graduated college when they moved there, so I never lived in the house or anything. And for that matter, I hate the fact that I only went down there to visit a couple of times. Dad and Mom have a bunch of family, or had a bunch of friends and whatnot here in the area at the time where I live, and so when they wanted to visit, they would come here most of the time. Now, of course, always had the open invite, you can come down here anytime and enjoy that beautiful backyard and all that other stuff, and again, I only did it a couple of times, and I seriously regret that. Once Dad's health declined, and I started going down there once a month to essentially assist and keep Dad company and whatnot for a few days, and for some stretches, when Mom just needed to get away from this entire situation for a bit. Actually, on multiple occasions, spent a week plus down there, hanging out with Dad and taking care of him, and in just kind of enjoying that household and that property. And last night was the final time that I spent a night there. Anyway, so today was the furniture move, or at least the beginning of the furniture move. And so this began with going down to U-Haul. Now, they actually changed the truck pickup location, and ironically, they changed it to the exact place where Mom and I had gone to check out what one of those moving pods looked like, that they were considering renting for her ultimate move. Anyway, the truck pickup place got switched to there somehow, and which honestly probably made it a bit easier. And as I'd already spoken to them about other things and kind of understood what the system was over there. Anyway, so we went and got this truck, and they're like, oh, by the way, we fined the previous person that brought it back because they brought it back with 11 miles to go until you are completely out of gas. So I recommend your first stop being a gas station. But we'll give you a $50 credit for your, or $48 credit or whatever it is for your trouble. All right. So, think about Central Oregon, particularly Bend and Redmond during the summer. RVs, campers, motorhomes, I was probably at that gas station, and it was actually one of my company's gas stations, half an hour. And that was the third gas station I tried, too. I was starting to think that this furniture moving project was not going to get anywhere off the ground because that damn truck was going to run out of gas before I could finally find a place where I could get in a gas or I idle myself into an empty tank. Anyway, and the other thing pertaining to gas, as I'm sure particularly if you're familiar with the Northwest, as you probably know, seems like half of Oregon and Washington are on fire right now. And so there's all sorts of speculation about, wildfires and road closures and detours. And of course, you also have your summer road construction detours and stuff as well. And so anything could happen. And this is about noon. And I wasn't planning on driving until later this evening. Anything could happen. So I ultimately ended up buying way too much fuel like a quarter of a tank more than I need. And apparently, well, they tell you up front that you're not going to get anything back if you do that. So yeah, U-Haul Corporation, enjoy like $40 of free gas, courtesy of yours truly. But that being said, I was petrified of getting like, stuck with the truck on a longer route, having to alternate and either backtrack, loop around, do something, and then end up just completely screwed with a truck full of furniture and all that. So, out of an abundance of caution, totally filled up, and yeah, U-Haul, enjoy my donation. Anyway, so then had the mover guys come and actually load the truck, and that actually went really well. These guys were great, and secured everything amazingly with some ratchet straps and rope and stuff that I bought down there. And yeah, that process went incredibly smoothly. And then took a nap for a little bit before hitting the road. Now, I intentionally waited to hit the road until I think I got going at just about 7:30 in the evening. Now, a couple of reasons for that, but the big one, and this is the big one, is that the largest vehicle I had really ever commanded prior to today was a minivan. All right, now granted, my regular vehicles are minivans, and so I'm used to that feel, which I guess gets me, a little step above those folks who, all they know is like a Volkswagen Beetle or something, and now they're trying to drive this U-Haul truck. But anyway, so drove the U-Haul truck, and honestly ended up being better than I thought. I was a bit apprehensive about it. Bought the insurance. I didn't want to go bankrupt over messing up this freaking truck. But nothing happened. Yeah, it was actually, this drive went a lot better than expected. However, speaking of the wildfires and all that, and again, the back of your mind that anything could happen in this active live situation, for about, I don't know, a quarter or so of the journey, the part right around Mount Hood, as we're doing that, it was that thing where you get to watch particles of ash floating around all over the place around you, while there I am driving with this truck full of furniture, much of which is old fancy wood, in the back of a U-Haul truck, with literally ashes flying around as I'm driving this truck. Go figure. Anyway, ended up getting into town around 11 o'clock at night, and well, it's like 10:40, I think. Wasn't trying to make any land speed record. Basically went the limit, or within a couple of miles of the limit the entire time. Yeah, got to be the one being passed up in the passing lanes, but that's perfectly fine. Anyway, made it with the truck full of the furniture, and yeah, no issues whatsoever. And then, of course, we haven't loaded it yet, or we haven't unloaded it yet. And the unloader guys will be here relatively soon. Well, I'm filming this at 11:45 at night, but the unloader guys will be here in the morning, and that will bring us very close to the end of this furniture arc that I've been talking about since like April. Now, as I'm filming this, where is the truck? Right on the other side of that door. And so, with that in mind, you'll see that this garage, by the way, I don't think I showed you it after the junk removal guys came on Monday. Well, there's going to be one piece here, and then the other furniture pieces are going to be going upstairs. But anyway, the driving of the furniture, overall a success, and we're getting close to the end of that furniture arc. Have a great one, everyone.